Hey everybody, I'm here with part 1 of path 4 of my unit resource overview of my Abyss run. First champion for this video, we've got Darkhawk. For Darkhawk, I used Aegon, Void, and Corvus Glaive. Majority of the fight was done with Void. I used Aegon to build up some combo before taking on Luke Cage, and I used Corvus Glaive to finish off the fight in order to get 2 charges for when I'd be using Corvus Glaive later on. Overall, the fight took 2 revives. We got a combo of 49 with Aegon, and it didn't cost us any units as I was using items I had in stash. Darkhawk's Abyssal ability. Each time the defender is struck while under the effect of an armor up buff, they gain a charge lasting indefinitely. At 10 charges, the defender steals all of the attacker's current power. Tech champions are immune to ability accuracy modification and nullify, unless under the effect of an armor break debuff. At the start of the fight, gain an armor up buff. If it's removed, it will return after 15 seconds. The reform timer won't start while under the effect of an armor break debuff. And now we'll have a look at some gameplay of Void versus Darkhawk. Main consideration to keep in mind when using Void against Darkhawk, aside from the power steal, is to ensure that you have 2 Petrify debuffs when you change Darkhawk's mode. Ideally, you'll have 2 Petrifies and a Fear of the Void. Once Darkhawk throws his L2 and the healing is reversed from the Petrifies, you can then throw a heavy to have him change his mode again so that you can reverse his healing 2 times in a row. And now back to our regularly scheduled unit and resource overview. The next opponent we faced was Luke Cage. For Luke Cage, we used Aegon, took 20 revives, I used 1 health pot, started off with a combo of 49, ended up with a combo of 492, so the combo increased by 443. Again, it didn't cost any units, as we were using revives from the stash. Luke Cage's Abyssal ability. Every 20 seconds, Luke Cage gains an unstoppable buff and an unblockable buff, each lasting until he is successfully intercepted. Now we'll have a look at some gameplay of Aegon versus Luke Cage. When using Aegon against Luke Cage, I found it most beneficial to start off the fight holding a heavy with Aegon. Of course, sometimes that doesn't work out and you take a few hits to the face. There are 3 ways to deal with Luke Cage and his unstoppable and unblockable. 1 is to simply intercept when he comes to attack you. Another is to wait until the Fight Me Coward text comes up on screen, then hold your heavy as Luke Cage is more likely to attack you and you can just heavy intercept him. Thirdly is just using a heavy intercept regardless of the Fight Me Coward text. Sometimes you'll get lucky and Luke Cage will be aggressive and attacking you while you're holding your heavy, in which case you can heavy intercept him again to remove the unblockable and unstoppable. find when I'm going to use Aegon's heavy intercept, I usually prefer to have at least 100 combo before doing so. So I would build up the combo on the Darkhawk fight. You don't have to do that. You could start the Luke Cage fight with 0 combo, but I found it was more effective starting with at least 100. And now, back to our regularly scheduled unit and resource overview. The next opponent we had was Killmonger. I used Corvus, it took 4 revives, I used 2 health pots, and again, no units were required. Killmonger's Abyssal ability. The attacker has negative 100% offensive ability accuracy except during special attacks. This bypasses immunities to ability accuracy reduction. And now we'll have a look at some gameplay of Corvus versus Killmonger. You're going to want to use 3-hit combos to conserve your glaive charges in order to get 2 special 2s before your glaives reset if possible. So here you'll see the difference in damage from Corvus without suicides, and then later on we'll have a look at what the damage is like with suicides. So this is an L2 without suicides. We've got another look at an L2 without suicides. Here's a look at a special 2 while suicides are active. Here's a substantial difference in damage done. By the end of the path, you're going to want suicides active for Aegon, for the Karnak fight and the Collector fight, so you may as well have them on for Corvus at this point as well. The next fight on this path is Hulk Ragnarok. For Hulk Ragnarok, we used Void, Nick Fury, and Corvus Glaive. Void was used for the majority of the fight, Nick Fury was used once Hulk Ragnarok was under 25%, and Corvus Glaive was used to finish off Hulk Ragnarok to get the Avenger charge. This fight took 10 revives, 2 health pots, and no units were required. Hulk Ragnarok's Abyssal ability. While below 25% health, Hulk is heal blocked and his special attacks become unblockable. Hulk cannot lose more than 10% of the opponent's base attack in health from a single strike. And that's it for part 1 of Path 4 of my Abyss unit resource overview and breakdown. Thanks for watching.